Katie Smith.
Katie Smith. And Katie Smith, how old are you?
I'm 9.
9 years old?
Yeah.
Wow. And so you go to school here?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what grade are you in?
Third grade.
Third grade.
Katie, as you know, has been a very high-functioning girl her whole life. She has actually ranked in the top 5 percentile of children with Down syndrome, from walking at 19 months to how quickly she spoke and just how great she did physically and mentally. So we were so excited and blessed to have such a wonderful little girl who was actually above and beyond our thoughts of how she would actually be. So then Katie was doing very well in school, and then around springtime of 2009 is when we saw that Katie was having a lot of difficulties in school and really was flatlining or actually declining in school and having a lot of behavior problems. So we really were reaching out between the school and us on how we can help her.
Well, when Katie first came into our room, she had some behavior problems. She didn't concentrate very well, and she was disruptive. Sometimes we would have to sit on a desk when she was supposed to be at her desk doing her work and taking a time, a stop and think moment, and someone would have to sit on her desk to keep her from knocking it over.
During those early periods, Katie was pretty active, and sometimes I had to be called to help assist her teachers, sometimes to get Katie to move from one place to another. It was very difficult for her to transition from one place to another or one setting to another.
She'd run. She was a runner. She'd go to the end of the hallway and sit in front of the door, not get up. And it took 2 people sometimes to lift Katie up.
Unfortunately, the protocol came to us by the way of another parent of a child with Down syndrome, and we looked it over, and I'll let Dad say where we went from there.
Well, we thought we would, at least read about it, give it a try for Katie's own good, for, safety's sake, and if there were any adverse side effects, we would stop it right away. However, there haven't been any adverse side effects, and Katie has done just a wonderful job with school, learning, and most importantly, listening.
One of the things that I can tell a huge difference in is this year, all of my thoughts and memories of Katie during this year have been for good things. Or seeing Katie in the hallway, congratulating her on her work, and in fact, can only think of just maybe 2 instances the entire year that we had a transition issue going from one place to another. But even then, it's very simple. All I have to do is say, Katie, what should you be doing? And she's very quick to do what she's supposed to do.
Last year, she could not spend very much time in the general education classroom because she disrupted the class so much with not listening and, constantly having to tell her, pay attention, look what you're doing. And this year, she can spend more time in the classroom with her friends, and she can listen to what the teachers say, and she can do her work, and she can learn from what the other kids do. So it's made a huge difference, huge, getting her work done and just much better attitude and just not all of everything else going on.
You've been feeling really good lately, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel different? Can you?
Much better.
When you are with your mom and dad and you're not at school, what do you like to do?
Like summer camp. And I play with my friends.
Play with your friends?
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of friends?
Yeah.
It's much more enjoyable to work with her this year than last year. Last year she was a handful, to say the least. And this year she's very enjoyable. It's great to see the personality part come out instead of the not making good choices part.
It's nice to ask Katie to do something, and she'll feel like she's part of the family and jump right in and help us set the table. She'll help us clean up her toys. And she actually, she's still a child. There's still some adverse reactions at times, but I think that's all part of growing up with anyone. but for the most part, it's nice to see her listen to mom and dad and make good choices.
Katie, in addition to academically, really socially, do so well. She has just made so many friends. She's talking so much more and really making a lot of friends. And she, for the first time, was able to actually, after being on the protocol last fall, she started to go to other children's homes and have play dates by herself, which she didn't do before. And she dances with typical little girls. And she's even now able to be a cheerleader, which has been great. And she's done so well as a cheerleader with other little girls. So we are so proud to see her doing so well and fitting in. And they've also noticed how well Katie's doing and really becoming friends of hers.
So you cut your dolly's hair.
Yeah.
What's your dolly's name?
Katie.
Aw, you have a dolly named after you.
Yes.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Did she like it when you cut her hair?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Very, very lucky.
The future is very positive, that if she can maintain this level of focus and this level of attention and be able to continue learning ways to adapt and cope, that she'll spend even more time in the typical classroom. We're looking forward to trying her out full-time next year and being able to see the academic gains that I think are very possible in her case. But she is a very talented young lady, and this will allow her to be able to explore all of those areas we've yet been able to focus on.
When Katie was born, we realized we were given a gift and given a huge responsibility to make sure that we provided the best parenting that we could for any child. We weren't exactly sure what we were faced with. We didn't know how she was going to develop, but as time went on and we saw the great strides that Katie was making, we knew that we had a very special little girl, and we're very happy and very proud that she has developed in the way that she has.
We're so proud of Katie and have been from the beginning, but we have to say with this protocol, it has truly just taken wherever Katie was and made her even better. And we know with her continuing to do well and with no side effects, continue to thrive and go on to be a wonderful young lady. And you know, we don't set any boundaries for Katie. Whatever Katie can achieve, she will achieve, and we're there to support her and keep her safe, but she's, you know, the world is at her feet and she can do whatever she sets her mind to. And we're blessed and proud of her and thankful that this protocol came to us so that we can help her and be the parents we hope we can be for her. That's it from the Smiths.